The next game in the list I really like because it shows a lot of growth as a developer. Specifically because in the game that I skipped, we saw that UTG was starting to experiment with 3D. Not something a lot of the 2D game engines, presumably, that he had been using before then, would be able to do. So that was cool. We'll get to that game later. But then from there, after making Dangerous Suwako, he said, okay, well, what can I do with my new 3D knowledge? And what can I do to make something maybe new, but also just something cool? And for that, let's take a look back to Suwako-chan, if you remember that. So Suwako-chan was made as almost a one-to-one of one of Platinatus Positive's games. But UTG said, okay, I made that game, I made Suwako-chan, and now I know 3D. So how about, instead of always making either a platformer or something that's kind of a direct reference to another thing, why don't I make this, but better? Welcome to Suwako-chan Cubic-chan. Suwako-chan Cubic. Also known as Suwako-chan 2. This game actually took off. This game did pretty well, all things considered. It's actually 3D, so you have a much better sense of depth. On top of that, the camera angle has moved, and the mechanics have changed to be something that helps you understand that depth. Look at where your character is. You see all the bullets have shadows, so you can see where they are. You have the grid laid out on the ground, and it's all in 3D. This game did pretty well. The game was updated a lot. A lot of UTG's games are like maybe updated once with a major bug fix or something. This game was updated like 6 times or something. From the, I think the initial release was 1.01 up to 1.4. And then, they even got the bar on the ground, lining you up with where the boss is. You'll note the bar even goes down with the boss's HP. Not that I would ever think to look at that for HP. Especially if you're like looking closely at yourself, maybe you would at least notice when they're almost dead. If you're lined up and you can see them. But anyway. It then also got an HD update. Because it used to be in like 640 by 480 or something, like real tiny. Now it's widescreen, nice, big, elaborate thing, and the most recent version I could find was 1.21. I'm not going to be beating this game, and look at the varying height! Cool stuff, and it blocks bullets. I'm not going to be beating this game, because as I've mentioned before, I'm very bad at these games. But UTG has done a pretty good job of making this accessible to pretty much everyone. But if you want to see some actually absolutely phenomenal gameplay on this one, let's take a look in. I don't know what a lot of these options are. I think this top one is campaign. I think these are your different shot types. But yeah, there's very easy. There's even a tutorial. There's very easy, easy, normal, hard, lunatic. Already, you go, okay. So you have your easy, normal, hard, like normal. You don't even have to beat hard to unlock lunatic. And they even give you a very easy. Which, yeah, I'm gonna play on very easy. Maybe I'll actually have a chance of beating it. So I love that they made it that accessible to even go like, okay, let's just give you a mode that anybody can play and have fun with and have a good time. And I think this was in the initial release. If you beat Lunatic, and this is the crazy thing, if you beat Lunatic, there is an Ultra mode that unlocks that's even harder than Lunatic. If you beat Ultra mode, there's a 4 dimensions mode that unlocks after that. I can almost guarantee these modes were not designed to be completed by humans, and were just kind of tossed in as like, here's some numbers. Let's just increase the number of bullets. Go have fun. There will always be a challenge for you in this. Of note, as I said, I'm going to be playing through on probably very easy. But if you want to see a completion of the harder difficulties, if you want to see completion of Ultra Mode or 4 Dimensions Mode, go find Jamers on YouTube. Jaimers. Not only has Jamers done just an unreasonable number of playthroughs, like 1cc's high score runs of all kinds of shmups and bullet curtain games, but he has 1cc'd and beaten the true last boss of Ultra Mode, and 1cc'd and true last boss 4 Dimensions Mode. I think the true last boss only shows up in 4 Dimensions Mode, and I think the regular TLB only shows up in Ultra Mode. I may not be 100% on that, but if you want to see this game pushed to its absolute limit, go check Jamers out. In the meantime, let's go take a quick look at what's going on here, and I'm going to use our good friend Google Translate to help us figure out what exactly some of these menu options are. So I have a pretty good idea. I think that top one is campaign. This has a very hard time understanding what the ones that aren't lit up are. So the second option is not helpful. Let's just poke our heads in. It says O product? I don't know what any of these are. Options? No, I didn't hit the button right, whatever. Difficulty. So you can... But then you choose it when you go through the campaign. Maybe this is like a practice mode? It doesn't know what the second one is. It doesn't recognize that, it's not dead. It's got a 10-10 after it. I don't know. Maybe that one's like lives. Maybe this one's like continues or something. Point value? Ton of customization. Like, power. How much power do you want? Sure, man. Whatever. Shield. Flag. I don't know what flag is. Sure, whatever. Let's go with that. Hit this button. So it sets you at full power. You're on very easy. I guess this is a practice mode. That's a bomb. I just want to leave. Is this like stage then? Oh, I can only select one. So this has got to be a practice mode then. I don't know what this is. This has got to be a practice mode. Super cool though. Look at how much customization you have over how exactly you want to practice. So you can only practice things that you've reached, which is understandable. You can't just go, oh, I want to go see the final boss on Lunatic, when you can't beat very easy. Like, that makes sense. Cool, cool, practice mode. What are you? Player score, page, difficulty, result? Are these saves? Like playthrough saves? Maybe? Replay mode. Yeah, so these are your replays. What are you? I'm guessing these are your high scores. Yeah, Ultra and 4 Dimensions. There you go. There is also an extra mode. But, like, as we all know, extra isn't quite the same as, like, an additional difficulty. Okay, so that's that's scores. What are you? I have no idea what you are. looks like another kind of score. Spell card. Okay, so this is how you did against all of the, like, boss spell cards or something. Okay, what are you? I think that's the spell card one. This is something. I'm not entirely sure what. Okay, graphic. Display. Music? Music. Don't know what this is. I have a mouse. This is weird. I don't know what that is. And then this is back to the main menu. This last one is options. I'm not sure what the bottom two options are. The top ones I'm pretty sure are background music and sound effect volume. Background music, sound effect volume. What's this one? Key configuration. Cool. That's in here. Just ton of effort. Look at all of this. Just like a little bit of... It's so accessible. There's so much here. Okay, so let's go actually take a look at the campaign. And like I said, I think these are the two different shot types. Let's see if I can learn anything. Google Translate, can you help me out? Because it's a wide area, it is easy as it is on the way. Thanks. So if you stick to the POS battle, it will be the strongest if you attack from a long distance. If you attack from a distance, it will be a long battle. Hironada equipment. Okay, these are your shot types for sure. Widespread. Got it. I have always been, and I know this is not good for someone who's not good at bullet curtain games, but I've always been a fan of the direct shot. I want that thing in front of me to die right now. Yeah, let's take a look at the tutorial, sure. Tutorial mode. Oh, I just had a controller plugged in, by the way, and I didn't even think, but this is working with a controller flawlessly right from the get-go. Alright, Suwako, what are you telling me? Hello, this is Suwako. I'll teach you how to play so that I don't get hurt. I'll worship you if you don't ask. Okay. Next, what do you got for me? You can move me with the arrow keys. You can't get out of the frame of the field. You need to move to get in front of the enemy and avoid the barrage. Just move a bit, go around. Okay, okay, I can get behind this. Looks like it's okay. Alright, I'm going steadily with this condition. Well, next time. I'm real sorry this takes so long to get this up and running. Like, so we have some idea of what she's saying, so it's just like an amount of time where I'm just, like, not doing anything, because I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, it's about shots. On the keyboard, you can shoot a shot by pressing the Z key. You don't have to hit it repeatedly, just hold it down and shoot automatically. It's convenient. Hold down the button for a while and shoot a shot. I did it. I hit buttons. And this is here! Who puts a tutorial like this in a bullet curtain game? That's right, you understood that quickly. It's okay to shoot the shoot button all the time during the game. I don't even think actual Toho games have this kind of tutorial. They just have like a manual and go have fun. Shots are used to damage enemies. It's a so-called means of attack. If you damage the enemy and defeat the enemy, you will drop points and P items. Then defeat the enemy and collect 100 P items. Where's my P? There it is. It's on the left. It's a lot of P. You can do it! It looks okay in this condition. Collect 100 P items to power up your shot by 1 level. Power up to 4 levels, so let's collect more and more. I'll tell you something important. It hurts a lot when you get hit by an enemy bullet. When I get hit, the shield that protects me comes off. I'm not sure what that means. Mostly just like don't get hit. Crap hurts. I like how these shots actually bounce just a little bit as they come out. Oh, terrible. This is a tutorial and you're coming at me with this already? Okay, we did it. Good. I say it's important, but it really hurts to avoid enemy bullets properly. Let's move on. I didn't get hit, so I'm not entirely sure what happens when you get hit. I think you have a life bar? Maybe that's like that G or something. We'll figure it out. Believe me, we'll figure it out. Next is about jumping. By jumping, you can jump over any enemy bullets and avoid them. You can jump with the left shift key on the keyboard. Hit the... Okay, kill the enemies and avoid getting hit by enemy bullets. I don't actually know what the... Okay, jump button. Nah. Well, I didn't lose a life. Probably yelling at me for getting hit. Ah, I failed. I'm worried. So try again. You see, don't give up. You'll be able to do it at all. You'll get it eventually, I guess. Oh no, you're saying something else. I was expecting you to just put me back in and make me do it again. Oh no, you're probably just telling me what to do, because you say, like, what I see left shift right there in the button. There we go. Eventually. You did it properly. Let's make effective use of jumps and push forward steadily. Then we will go next. Next is the POM system. POM is a... Oh, bomb! Bomb is a powerful means of attack. It can also be used for emergency avoidance because it can erase many bullets. Amazing! You can shoot it with the X key on your keyboard. Try using it immediately. Bomb is this, I'm pretty sure. Yes. It's done. If you use bomb wheel like this, you can advance the game to your advantage. However, since the number of times bomb is used is fixed, pay attention to the remaining number. We have 2. Got a lot of text on this one. Ooh boy. From here on, it's more of an explanation than a tutorial. I'll talk about mistakes. First of all, if you are hit with the shield gauge in the lower left of the screen, oh, it's down there. At 100%, the shield will break and the shield gauge will be 0. In other words, the shield will be torn. I can't move! Help! Oh, I had to advance. Okay, because 3D is hard, I'm sure they're just giving you a little bit of leeway. The same way Suwako-chan did. The shield gauge will recover over time, but it can be confusing if you get hit again before it reaches 100%. Anyway, if the shield gauge is 100% when hit, all you have to do is break the shield. Okay, so I'm guessing you lose a life then if you get hit when it's not at 100. So that is just a, you can take a hit every now and then feature, just don't get wrecked. If you are hit when the shield gauge is not 100, if there is a remaining number of bombs, you will consume all the remaining number of bombs you have and shoot the bombs automatically. If there is no remaining number of bombs, it will be a mistake and the remaining machine will be reduced by 1. Okay, so you auto-bomb, but auto-bombing uses all bombs. And if you have no bombs, then you lose a life. Help. Oh, heck. Okay, well, we're back. We lost a life, but we have 3 bombs. Who puts this much effort into a tutorial in a bullet curtain game? A Dojin one. Not even like... If you make a mistake, the strength of the shot will decrease by 1 level. Okay, so you lose one of your P's, and the number of bombs will be replenished by 3. If you make a mistake when there is no remaining lives, the game will be over, so be careful. Like, it's not even like it's a Dojin game. It's a fan Dojin game. Also, if you collect P items after maximizing the strength of the shot, the shield will recover a little bit faster. The value, plus 400, just above the shield gauge, indicates the speed of recovery, so please refer to it. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Very easy. I see that right there. This is the end of the explanation. There are many parts that I have to actually do, so let's try it anyway. For those who are new to it, I recommend playing from very easy. As always, Google Translate is not like 100%, and I'm trying to do at least a little bit of like interpretation on the fly as to what it actually means. Now let's call up the pause menu and select quit the game to exit the tutorial. You can call it with escape on the keyboard. Let's try it because it is practice to quit the game from the pause menu. its start button on my controller. Okay, so we figured out before this bottom one is like a restart and this middle one is actually go to the main menu.